We're going to start with FINRA announced something yesterday that we think was very pertinent to today's discussion. So if Chris wouldn't mind starting us off.
Sure, thanks a lot. As many of you probably know, in October of 2005, FINRA took over full operation and ownership of the over-the-counter bulletin board. And that included not only the OTCBB quote platform, but also OTCBB.com, the website, trademark, OTCBB content, the over-the-counter reporting facility for 90-second trade reporting, thanks, and the related data stream from that, and also UPC corporate action functionality. So symbol assignment, symbol processing, symbol renaming. And at that time, we decided to take really a top-to-bottom review of OTCBB rules and rules surrounding the OTCBB and ask, were there targeted places where FINRA could make them better or improve those rules? And, obviously you've seen the results of that over the last couple of years. You've seen OTS expansion to OTC equities. You've seen some of our NMS proposals that obviously we're going to talk about today over the last couple of years. And you've probably seen some UPC tightening of processing we've done there. We put up uniform forms, and we're getting a lot tougher on administering UPC corporate action requests for penny stock issuers, and we think that's been a big win for investors and regulators there. In addition to kind of these targeted rules, we're asking broader questions about what's FINRA's role in this space and what's FINRA's role operating the over-the-counter bulletin board. And as you've probably heard over the years, senior management of FINRA has stated over and over that we're a regulator of markets. We're a regulator of exchanges and broker-dealers and an operator of transparency facilities, but we're decidedly not an operator of exchanges, marketplaces, trading centers trying to garner market share. So probably in the last 6 months, we drilled into this bulletin board ownership question, and I think the conclusion we came to was that in the market, the OTCBB is really perceived more like a competitive market center, seeking market share or perceived to be seeking market share, creating listing issuer value, things of that nature. And we became really uncomfortable with our position in that sense. So the answer we came to and what you saw yesterday in our announcement to sell the bulletin board brand is an attempt to kind of step out of the competitive interdealer quote system space and move a link up the transparency chain, if you will, and create a SIP-like function. So rule filings that are going to be coming out in the next 2 weeks will really clarify a lot more of this, and hopefully I can answer any questions today on it as well. But the goal will be to sell the brand to an independent third party or any party that wants to approach us to discuss purchasing it. It's a limited amount of assets, bb.com, trademark, some BB content. We won't be selling hardware and software associated with the quote platform, though, because we'll need that to create this consolidated quote facility that'll sit kind of on top of the market. The idea will be the consolidated quote facility will disseminate NBBO only, because we want to create kind of a mirror system to the NMS SIP plans. So rather than collecting all the quotes from the OTC equity market from any interdealer quote system, whether it's the pink sheets or the bulletin board that we sell to a party, or an ATS or any new interdealer quote system, we'd collect all these quotes for regulatory purposes, compute an NBBO, and then disseminate that over the level 1 feed as it's currently done for bulletin board quotes. So again, I think the core concept here is just that we're looking to step out of this competitive role and return to a pure neutral SIP role where we can do what we do best, which is regulate markets and operate transparency facilities. Some benefits that we see out of this, and a lot of this is echoed in commission releases over the years, is competition and innovation in the space. I mean, I think the Pink Sheets has done a phenomenal job of creating value and creating new products and innovating. And I think we really see the bulletin board being a much better system in the hands of an independent third party that really wants to innovate and create value around that. FINRA, as the 15 Cap A statutory regulator, I think we just don't see ourselves being able to fill that role. And that's really kind of the underlying goal behind what we're doing. So benefits are drive innovation and competition in the space, ensure that we have consolidated NBBO and last sale data available at reasonable cost and widely disseminated through level 1, and then ensure that we have a consolidated hub of regulatory data for FINRA and other regulators that need to use it. That's kind of the proposal. Timeframes, we'll talk to bidders as they come in to discuss it with us a bit more. But I think, overall in the next month, we're looking to meet with bidders, talk to them, answer questions. We'd like to have a deal closed by the end of the year, and then hopefully have the entire system, new consolidated quote system, and a new owner of the bulletin board up and running by second quarter of 2010. All that's contingent on SEC, notice and comment process, and also potentially UTP SIP, user acceptance testing and system testing and things like that.